strikes in a row. Carolyn Dorin Ballard with a double of her own. Brenda Norman now in the lead by 8 pins. Had a 6 count on that first shot as we went away. And Kim, you noticed that it was a speed issue?
It was. She got a little slow, and you could see it in the ball, and it hit the nose, and she's made up for it now. She's not ready to relinquish this match.
15-8-1 in match play for Carolyn Dorin Ballard. Brenda Norman not watching. Seems to be the trend lately out here, and it's probably a very good idea. Big shot by Carolyn Dorin Ballard, and she talked to us about how she likes the sport bowling conditions.
I do think the tour overall, it's been good. A lot of the girls say it has credited them for their good shot making and not credited them for the bad shot making. It's been tough on some weeks and been a little easier on others. So it has let a variance of a lot of different games play. Yet, let's face it, I mean, when you're on a roll, things go your way. I'm probably a bad judge of character right now on the sport condition, but I mean, when things are going your way, they're just going your way, and when your roll match, it matches.
Well, things aren't exactly going her way right now as she trails by 8 pins. She steps up in the 8th frame, working on 3 strikes. Max score possible, 257. Brenda Norman, 265.
I think both of these players have forgotten that the second match is supposed to be low scoring, isn't it?
Yeah, no one told them that. Yeah. It typically progresses throughout the evening with this sport bowling. She made the TV exactly. That was 1999 when she made it with Carolyn Dorin Ballard in the doubles. That was actually her last telecast. Her last singles event would have been during the Queens tournament of '99 prior to this.
And she hasn't really even made too many top 24s.
Well, you wouldn't know it by watching her bowl right now. My gosh.
She just throws the best aggressive shot right here, right through the face. Watch her face right here. She's so intense. You wouldn't know it if she's sitting there. She's real quiet, but she's into this. She wants this.
She is so quiet. That's a very good point. When you see her on tour, you think, boy, doesn't she ever talk? But she really is a very bubbly person and one of the most intense competitors. Ooh, and a tough break there, 210.
Well, her swing got a little to the right on that, through her downswing, and that made the ball go right, and that's exactly what happened. And it never had a chance to, you'll see there it kind of popped away from her body a little bit. The ball got behind her back a little more so than normal, and she's trying to recover here, but I think she knew it wasn't as good a shot.
This is the 9th frame. She'll have to go for this, Kim.
Ooh, good chance.
Oh! It doesn't get any better than this. That picks up the 210 in the 9th frame.
Oh, the adrenaline is pumping here. She knows it right there has got a chance. Couldn't make it any better than that.
She almost disappeared out of the picture. Wow. I am impressed.
Okay, now she's breathing. Take a little sigh of breath here. Let the adrenaline settle down a little bit. Have to see if this affects Carolyn.
Carolyn now in the lead. That's assuming she continues to strike here in the 9th frame. Oh, and I don't know when I've seen a bigger break than that, and she can't move off the approach. And
what exactly hit that pin in the back? We see the front pin fall, and the back pin fell just so late.
Oh, my. And you just heard her say when things are going your way, they're going your way. There is no doubt here. Things are going Carolyn Dorin Ballard's way.
And now she's trying to regroup, taking an extra moment. That frame's over. Time to move on.
There you can see 5 strikes in a row. She can still strike out for 257. And almost an identical shot that we just saw but leaving just the 2-pin and easy spare.
She had some leftover adrenaline there. We could see it in her hand. Usually when you get a little too pumped up, and she tried to calm herself down as much as she could, she didn't throw as good a shot. But at this point, it may not matter.
Well, she'll need the spare, and she can spare strike for 236. But Brenda Norman can still strike out for 243. So Brenda Norman will need a double when she steps up, a double and some pin count, to take this match from the hottest bowler on tour, Carolyn Dorin Ballard.
Taking that deep breath, trying to get set. She could hear her. Come on.
Just trying to get the most she can, and that's about all she can get. 236 for Carolyn Dorin Ballard. Brenda Norman needs 2 strikes right here. 2 strikes and 4 pins.
She knew she didn't make a good shot in the 10th.
Absolutely, she's shaking her head in the background, disappointed in that shot. I think that's signs of pressure and fatigue. I don't care if she's in the championship match or not yet. She has to get through this one to have a shot at a record.
Oh, that was a perfect shot off her hand. She couldn't throw it any better than that.
Look at her. Where did this woman come from?
It's amazing how a small change in your game can boost your confidence. When you're confident like this, or like Carolyn, you know halfway through your approach it's going to be a strike.
Well, this is it. A huge pressure shot for Brenda Norman. And she carries the light hit. There's her dad, Ted Norman, standing up, screaming.
He was ready to run that one out with her.
There's a look at Mom Dee Norman.
Just double checking that she won that game. Checking the score.
So with just 4 pins here, will go Carolyn Dorin Ballard's chances of a record 4th straight title, and 7 is enough. So Brenda Norman survives. When we come back, we'll recap the Sport Bowling Road to the final match.